Good afternoon, everyone. Mario Quintero here with the One Stop Shop, our weekly podcast happy hour show on Thursday afternoons. We're back on track. And this show is produced by marioshomenews.com. So if you need any information about the One Stop Shop, the different divisions that we have, you can always go to marioshomenews.com. So today we're going to describe, we've had a lot of questions from people, what is the One Stop Shop? Well, basically I wrote out a description of the One Stop Shop just to simplify the process here. The One Stop Shop, it's a team of professional mortgage consultants, real estate professionals, and title company professionals, supported by mortgage processors and transaction coordinators. So it's about having a team of professionals and experienced people in different parts of the real estate business, whether it's mortgage, real estate, title, and the transaction coordinators and the processors that bring it all together for everyone that's involved. So when did the One Stop Shop start? I basically put this plan together back in 2002. 20 years ago, I came up with this concept of the One Stop Shop. So it's not something new. It's not something that you hear now with other people trying to copy this concept or anything like that. We've been doing this since 2002. What are the benefits to the client of the One Stop Shop? Well, it creates a lot of efficiency. The efficiency for the client to only deal with one point person, and that would be with either the mortgage consultant or the real estate professional that they create the transaction with. And then the rest of the team, the rest of the One Stop Shop, once something gets started, whether it's a mortgage or whether it's a purchase or a sale, once the transaction starts, the rest of the team joins in. And who triggers the rest of the team joining in? It's going to be the mortgage consultant or the real estate professional. So that gives us the coordination of only one person being the point person for the client, instead of getting calls from 10 different people, which is approximately the number of people that are involved in a real estate transaction. Instead of getting calls from 10 different people, usually we've reduced that to 2 or 3, maximum 3, which is the person that they're dealing with, someone from the title company, and someone from the mortgage company. That's it, nobody else. So that efficiency and that reduction of phone calls, emails, texts, and all of that stuff is really appreciated by our client base. And I think we have perfected that system to the point where once a transaction starts, the team gets communicated to and everybody knows what their job is, what they need to do next, and the ball starts rolling. So there is also consistency in the teamwork that we have organized throughout the years. So what happens? Let me give you a few examples of some things that we're working on right now. So this morning, I signed a contract offer with our sellers on a condo on Miami Beach. Went to meet with them. We went over all the numbers. We went over the contract, had everything signed. I came back to the office. I organized the file and I emailed it to everyone that's going to be involved in this transaction. It's going to be our transaction coordinator, Jackie and Maylene. It's going to be Carolyn Martinez and her team at CNC Title, which will be preparing the seller's docs, and the daughter of the sellers, who basically is the only one in the family that has an email because the sellers are elderly and don't speak English. So between the daughter and myself, we will be the point persons, and we will be supported by Carolyn and by Jackie and her team. So let's talk about another situation that just occurred today also. We've got a deadline to close by tomorrow on a condo in Marco Island, Florida. I spoke to the seller's realtor. We still have an issue with a probate situation. that is gonna take about 3 or 4 more weeks to resolve. Our contract was supposed to close tomorrow, so I immediately reached out to Jackie, our transaction coordinator. I reached out to our buyers, let them know what was going on, and immediately Jackie put an addendum together to extend the contract date to next February 28th, next month, and the buyers already signed electronically up in New Jersey. It already came back. Jackie and her team sent it to the buyers, to the seller's realtor for the seller to initial, and we're okay now until we get ready to close next month. Another situation where the team comes in and prepares things and helps the consultant or the coordinator. We have a new client this afternoon we've been working with for the last couple of days and getting them pre-qualified. So the pre-qualification has already been completed. The buyer has identified 2 homes that they want to see, and the processor on the mortgage side gave us the DU approval, so that if we go see these properties tomorrow and the buyer wants to submit a contract, the DU approval prepared by the processor is ready to go to me as the real estate consultant and the mortgage consultant on this deal, and hopefully we'll be able to get a contract submitted tomorrow. The last one is a condo we recently contracted on during the holidays up in Singer Island, where basically we're working with our transaction coordinator, Jackie and her team, and also with Carolyn Martinez and CNC Title and her team, which is going to handle the title work on behalf of the seller and the buyer. So what happens? Everything has moved efficiently across the board, and we're in position to hopefully close the transaction for our seller next Friday. Everyone's been in communication. The seller, myself, Jackie and the transaction coordinator, the title company, and we've all circled around the buyer's realtor to make sure that everything is up to date, including yesterday they went out and did the homeowner's insurance on the condominium. So there's really not much left to get the clear to close and put us in position to close next week. So if you're in the process of wanting to look at a home or refinance or get a mortgage for that new home, and you would like a streamlined, efficient process, give us a call at the One Stop Shop. Here in the office is 305-598-1600, or you can reach me on my cell, 305-588-0451. If you go to marioshomeuse.com, you can reach me through all our social media channels for efficiency's sake. So we look forward to hearing from you. If you feel that this information will help your family and friends, feel free to share it. It's great seeing and appreciate everyone joining today, and we'll be back next week. Thank you and have a great day.